All right, well, welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to look at this video of the game that's coming out soon called Crimson Desert. And it's a game that I've been keeping my eye out for because it's a game that's like up my alley. Like I love RPGs, so I like this. And everything that I've seen and that I've heard of the game has been really good and really impressive. So here's hoping that it's not a case of a game that's too good to be true, or it comes out and it's like a cyberpunk uh chapter 2 when the game came out. It wasn't that great. So let's go ahead and watch this video, and then I'm gonna go ahead and give my thoughts on it and my analysis of what I think the game is gonna be. So let's hope that it is good. The logo is pretty cool. I like the logo.
Hello everyone. Welcome to the first Crimson Desert Features overview video. In this series, we'll be sharing information about several gameplay features and providing a look into what you can expect when you step into the world of Crimson Desert. Today, we'll cover our main protagonist Cliff and his story, as well as the open world where your journey will take place. This is the continent of Pywell, a seamless open world filled with natural beauty.
Nah, they always say stuff like that, like seamless open world. So let's hope that it's true. We've heard many developers and publishers always say that, oh, this game is seamless, that there's no loading screens and stuff like that. It really doesn't always meet the expectation. But so far, what I've seen in this video and videos before this one, that the world of this game, Pywell, it looks really good. I mean, I like the environment so far. It's not something that is super 100% original, but it is definitely impressive so far. So I'm wondering how many gigabytes the game would be. And so far, what I like that you can see the mountains all the way right here. You can see all of that in the background. You can see it change from like a grassy, you know, trees and like kind of like a dirt here, and then it changes into snow and mountains. And so if they say seamless, it means that you're gonna be walking through all this stuff, that you can actually explore all of this stuff. Similar to Skyrim, and games like it. So far, no complaints. Let's see how it goes.
Here you'll find both vast wilderness stretching as far as the eye can see, and bustling cities inhabited by residents from all walks of life.
Greetings.
As you explore, you may also come across ancient ruins and more just waiting to be discovered. But for all its beauty, danger lurks in all corners. Rival factions clash in deadly conflicts.
Wow, this is really cool. I like that.
Hostile forces roam the lands. And high above, in the realm known as the Abyss, a growing mystical imbalance threatens to push the world toward chaos. This is where you step in.
Here, take these wings. It's time to return.
Okay, so another thing is I do like the way that some of the character designs are. Like that character, the girl with the white outfit, it looks pretty cool. I like the way that she was designed. I think it's kind of unique. We see many different types of character designs, and this to me, it seems a little bit like Lord of the Rings. Combined with some things like Harry Potter a little bit. I like the way that so far it's combining these themes and these elements into the game that you can play in and be part of. Cliff and the Grey
You will
Mane.
play as Cliff, a formidable warrior of the Greymanes, a faction hailing from the region of Payloon. Renowned for their commitment to peace, the Greymanes have long fought for their homeland's unity and protected the innocent. To Cliff, his fellow Greymanes are family in all but name, and he has fought with them side by side, determined to preserve unity in their lands.
Rest well.
But we first join Cliff in the days after that peace is shattered.
Gian has fallen. And with the great leader's death, our land, Payloon, once unified, has been plunged into chaos. And now, a bloody battle unfolds between the Greymanes, who fight to uphold his will, and the Black Bear forces that seek to set it aflame.
Amazing cinematic there. So is I would say the plot is kind of a typical, good versus evil. The darkness tries to take over the land, and you as a hero and your band of heroes are trying to fight back against the darkness. Is, like I said before, is very much in line with the fantasy themes that you will see in Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter, where the darkness is brewing up and the peace is being destroyed, and the good guys have to band together to fight it. So it is a bit, I hate to say, generic, but depending on how the story is told and how the characters are and how interesting the exposition would be, it wouldn't be that big of a problem. And I do enjoy those type of stories. They exist for a reason. That does tend to happen in all, even in the real world. It tends to happen where we have like the evil shit coming up, and we have to, fight back against it. So, even though the story is a bit generic, if you have like interesting plot lines and interesting characters with subplots, alongside with the open world and the gameplay, I think it could be something that a lot of people like myself who enjoy RPGs could enjoy, despite the fact of the story being something that we've seen before.
Your journey begins with reuniting the surviving Greymanes to rebuild the faction and reclaim your homeland.
Blackbear bastards swore up and down you were dead. Ross!
But as you venture farther, the clearer it will become that the fate of more than just the Greymanes is in your hands. Forces of greed and malice wreak havoc across the continent, while a far greater threat emerges. The gazes of dark forces are fixed on the Abyss, a mysterious realm that holds power beyond imagination. And in doing so, drives the balance of this unknown world and the continent below ever deeper into chaos. Fragments of the Abyss are falling to the lands below and lie scattered across Pylo. Defeating those that seek to use these remnants and restoring the Abyss's broken balance will be an important part of your journey.
The Abyss holds what the world itself will contain, which is why they plot to open the gate.
What's behind it?
Pure power, raw and untamed.
The moment it is claimed by a single hand,
Wow, I like
ruin is sure to follow.
If we fail to do so, countless lives will be lost. We can't do this alone. Naira, gather all of the Greymanes.
Consider it done.
Kick fuckers! They're all fucking dead!
Oh, I know it's cool. This is really cool. So it seems like there's another faction besides just the Black Bears who are trying to destroy the world that you play in the game. There's also like the darkness, those dark beings that were teleporting and coming out everywhere. So now you have two different enemies to fight against, which kind of adds more tension to the game and to the story. It gives another dimension as well, So it's not just you versus one faction, it's just different factions. Again, that is not something that is 100% original. We've seen it before, again, in Skyrim with like the Stormcloaks and, you know, the other factions in the game, like the Dark Brotherhood. So I'm wondering if in this game, will you be able to join different factions, or for example, are there um quest lines to be done for different factions, and maybe when you do these quest lines you could earn loot specifically to those quest lines, but that's yet to be seen. So I mean, we can tell that in this game you can use different weapons and different armor pieces and stuff like that. So who's to say that maybe you can earn exclusive rewards for doing certain quest lines and stuff like that. So
The story of Crimson Desert centers on Cliff,
This way.
How's the situation?
but as his tale unfolds, 2 new playable characters will come to join your journey. As these characters become available, you will be able to freely explore Pywell and undertake many quests outside the main story with them.
here's what I'm wondering. They say that the main character is Cliff. Now, is that kind of like a whole? It's like Mass Effect, where you create your character, and whether you create like a female or male character, whatever way that you want, with that character will still be called Shepard. Just like in this game, can you create a character that's just named Cliff, or is it just a preset character that we're seeing right now? I don't know. I don't know if you can create your character and the character's name is Cliff, and you know you can customize it any way you want, or are you stuck playing with the preset character that we see in the trailers right now? Having different playable characters to me tells me that there's going to be like I said before, a subplot and side plots to discover based on a character that you're playing in, such as a good example would be like GTA 5, where you had 3 different characters and you just jump into the story of one, story of the other, or like Devil May Cry, where you play as Dante one half of the game, and the next half you play as Nero, and then part of the game you play as V. So that's interesting to see that they're having different playable characters that will be unlocked as the story progresses.
Each character has their own combat style, as well as unique skills and weapons, allowing you to experience the world and its battles in different ways.
That's cool.
Catch my breath.
Pywell is made up of 5 regions, each holding stories to be told and discoveries waiting to be found.
Wow, I mean the city is really awesome. I like the way that it looks. I put a lot of thought into it. Like I said before, this screams Lord of the Rings, you know, a lot. I'm noticing some influences from games such as like Dragon Age. Excuse me. Well, yeah, Dragon Age, but also Dragon's Dogma. It looks really cool. I like the way that the levels look. I would say like the cities. They look really nice. I like them. I like that too. In our expanse of red sand.
The main
flawless-
questline follows Cliff's journey through the central story, but questing in Pywell goes far beyond following a single path. The continent is full of other tales, interesting encounters, and hidden challenges that all shape your adventure, and you're free to take them on in any order you choose. Many of Pywell's quests revolve around the factions, houses, and organizations of Pywell.
I knew it. So there is factions in the game. There is different quest lines based on things that you can do, but it looks like you can do them in any order that you want. So they're giving the players a choice. It looks like the story, the way that you participate into it, is not linear. It looks like you can pick and choose where you want to start, what you want to do. Again, another staple of RPGs of picking side quests to do, and then of course going to the main quest once you exhaust the side quest. I mean, that's how I play RPGs. I tend to do a lot of side questing first before I do the main quest, so that way I eat up as much as I can before moving on to the next part of the game.
Some of these quests are grand, with large-scale objectives like reclaiming fortresses and taking on formidable foes.
Do you know how to drive a wagon? Would you take the reins and get me to the trading post?
While others are quieter, requiring you to help residents with everyday tasks.
That reminds me right there, this looks exactly like Red Dead Redemption. There's so many parts in Red Dead Redemption that are just like this, where you like riding a little, carriage with the horses and stuff like that. So we'll see. I mean, this game looks really big. Can it be like Red Dead Redemption in that way, but like fantasy setting?
From the outset, some factions will be friendly and may give you missions.
The Bleed Bandits are raising an army of their own. And worse still, they've stolen the family spear manual. My son Graham went to reclaim it, but he's gone silent. With the rest of my men serving the Duke, I find myself in need of your aid.
Others, however, are hostile forces who are residing in or occupying the area. Roothold, originally under the jurisdiction of House Celeste, is currently blockaded, under siege by the invading forces of Gwen Kraber. The area will be liberated once Gwen Kraber and Kraber's soldiers are defeated.
That's cool. That's really cool. The combo with the hand combat with the sword shield. Wow, the combat is really awesome.
Roothold is now back under the control of its rightful faction, House Celeste. Enemy forces have withdrawn, and the region will now be safe to travel. In other liberated locations, the homes of rightful residents may be restored. Rewards for faction quests will be helpful in your character progression, from meeting new merchants to receiving equipment for your journey and gaining access to resources like lumber, stone, and other materials you'll need to rebuild the Greymane's home.
Just like I said earlier in the video, you can earn loot through this faction quest and these cycles that you do earn specific loot to those quests, and that's pretty cool. I'm glad that's part of the game, because if it wasn't, then the gamers will feel that there's no purpose to doing these faction quests. I mean, I've played games before, like RPGs, where they have all these quests to do, and you earn nothing but experience to level up your character. You don't earn any special loot, you don't get any special weapons, you just get experience to level up, and that's it, and that kind of gets boring. It may have worked back in the day, but nowadays, people love their loot, so do I. So, I'm glad that that's part of the game. Exploring the continent. Oh, wow.
In Pywell, exploration is more than travel.
Wow.
It's discovery.
That's cool. Okay, that's good.
Whether it's finding undiscovered points of interest, hidden treasures,
I love those types of dark gothic themes also. I like those type of dungeons. So that's fucking awesome.
or simply a vantage point to take in the view.
Very
There is
beautiful.
much that will draw your curiosity to wander. With sights, secrets, and surprises along the way catching your attention, and no strict path, you can pretty much go anywhere that captures your interest.
I'm very impressed by the diversity
A
of the
trusty
locations.
steed provides reliable travel, but Cliff himself can climb and even glide across distances.
I mean, it looks like they're just giving you the ultimate freedom to explore the world that you in any way that you want. And I want to say, because this game hasn't come out yet, but I want to say that the developers seem like they're making the world so diverse so you don't get bored. Imagine if the world was bland and the locations were bland, and then you're running around the map and there's nothing to do, there's nothing to see. I mean, there's so many games like that where they give you this big ass open map and you're running around this map and there's nothing to do, and then you just quit the fucking game. You know, I can't think of any games right now, but I definitely play games like that where I'm literally just running around and I'm bored out of my mind and there's nothing to do, and I turn the fucking game off and I refund it. So here's hoping that with this game, it's not like that. It doesn't seem like that way, because it seems like they really are putting the effort into making the world and the map very diverse and giving you the freedom to explore any way you want. As you can see, they say you can climb on cliffs, you can fly, you can glide, grapple hook, and you get a horse. There's a lot to look forward to in this game. So again, I'm not trying to glaze it, but I'm cautiously optimistic.
Further into your journey, you'll also gain access to a missile-firing mech
So you gotta make
and a dragon that will allow you to soar high above the world.
a friggin' dragon.
On
and a
your
mech.
journey, you will meet a wide variety of the continent's inhabitants as part of everyday life in Pywell.
Look at this.
Amongst them, hostile factions and enemies each present their own threats, from well-trained soldiers and sorcerers to ferocious beasts and machines
Dude, what?
that will test your combat skill and adaptability. And for those seeking a different kind of challenge, Pywell holds many mysteries. From ancient mechanisms hidden in forgotten ruins to enigmatic puzzles, each rewarding keen observation and problem solving.
All I gotta say, if you are a ball and gun gamer and all you play is fucking 2K and Call of Duty, you cannot complain that gaming is dead. If you sit here and complain that gaming is dead and this comes out with all the variety that it has into it, there's something wrong with you, alright?
Now, let's go over just some of the things you can discover out in the world. The Abyss is a mysterious realm brimming with secrets and untold power.
Wow.
Its influence stretches far beyond its own borders, spilling into the lands of Pywell.
Oh, okay. I know that.
Fragments have fallen to the world below and lie scattered across the continent. And discovering these remnants will be an important part of your journey. You'll come across artifacts, powerful items necessary to unlock and upgrade your skills. Artifacts can be earned through quests and combat, while others lie in more hidden corners of the
That's
world,
amazing. Look at that.
waiting for those willing to stray from the beaten path. Traces of the Abyss you discover will open up fast travel locations, making it easier to revisit and explore the areas of Pywell you've discovered.
Good. I mean, I'm glad there's fast travel like that.
In time, your search will inevitably take you to the Abyss itself. Venturing into its mysterious realms will put your wits to the test as you uncover its secrets and restore the Abyss's broken balance.
Wits to the test. Don't tell that to a Call of Duty player. They have no wits.
Across Pywell lie valuable equipment and items, some tucked away in hidden corners, others guarded fiercely within enemy camps, forts, and strongholds. Many of the items you uncover may offer powerful and helpful advantages in combat and exploration. Even the smaller items you collect along the way can prove unexpectedly useful, benefiting those who search every path and face every challenge. The world of Pywell is rich with knowledge waiting to be uncovered,
Florida.
from knowledge about its inhabitants and wildlife to skills, items, and more. This information can be acquired in many ways, by interacting with characters and objects, exploring new areas, and even observing from afar. The knowledge you gather may provide clues to completing quests, open paths to acquiring new skills, or offer helpful guidance. That's all for today's look at the story and world of Crimson Desert. In the future, we'll be highlighting combat, progression, and life in Pywell, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again.
Well, it looks like the game is very diverse in many different ways. From the way that the map looks to the locations that you visit to the enemies. I mean, there's gonna be mechs to fight. You can pilot a mech. There's dragons. I mean, it feels like the developers have a vision of the game, and they want to do it right by also throwing in variety. Because sometimes when you throw random stuff in a game, it doesn't always work. You know, you have a game with a big map with all these things that just don't fit together, and then you're like, well, what am I playing? So I'm hoping that that is not the case for this game. This is the type of game that I will sit down for hours and play and just kind of get lost in it because there's so much to do. And so I'm hoping that when the game does come out, that it meets the expectations that people have, because they are hyping it up a lot. They're putting the game up on a pedestal, and so we hope, we're hoping that the game will be a good, amazing experience. I've heard online that there will be no microtransactions in the game, so that's something good to hear. Also, I noticed that I don't think there is anything like character creation. I don't think you can create your character in this game. I think that you are stuck with the preset character of Cliff, but you can, customize the armor. You can change the way he looks with the armor, as you saw in this video. Games like Final Fantasy, the only thing that changes is your weapon, but the outfits don't change unless you mod the game. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Please remember to like and subscribe, and if you guys have any thoughts on the game, if you guys are excited for it, please share. And thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.